3 p.m., officers were called to Ernie Chambers Court, 2107 North 16th Street. There were several calls that came in. There were some differing reports that came through on what had occurred here. Possible multiple parties down. When officers arrived, they did locate 2 adult victims that are deceased. It is very early in the investigation right now, so we don't have a lot of details for you right now. We're still waiting for the forensic unit to come out to be able to process the scene so we can determine exactly what did happen. But we have called the homicide unit out. They are investigating the scene, actively seeking any information from any of the neighbors or other people around. As you can see, there are kids getting out from school buses, coming home from school right now. The area is very active. We're trying to ask that anybody who has not spoken to police officers make sure that you do contact us at 444-5656. Or if you have a tip and you need to remain anonymous, contact Omaha Crime Stoppers at 444-STOP. As the homicide unit is investigating this as a homicide, that investigation results in a $25,000 reward for any tipster who turns in a tip that results in the arrest of the suspects in this case.
Any suspect information at all? Did anybody see anything that...
Right now, everything is very preliminary. We don't have anything solid that we can put out yet. As soon as we can get some information put together that we can move forward with, we will absolutely get that to you. And again, the same thing with the victims here on scene. As soon as we can get them identified, we will release that information to you.
Are they in a vehicle?
I don't know if they're in a vehicle or next to a vehicle. I don't have that information at the time.
I know you said at the beginning calls were all differentiating as to what this was. We heard shooting call. Can you say anything about that?
We've not been able to confirm that yet. So as soon as we can determine what cause of death is, we will put that out. But there were multiple varying calls that came out. I know that did come over the scanner. A lot of that was inaccurate.
Any other word on any other victims possibly here?
We don't have any other word of victims from here. We've also been checking with hospitals to see if anybody else is going to show up or any other instance that occurred where somebody was injured as a result of what did happen here. And so far, we don't have anything. If anybody does know of other victims or anything else that happened at this scene, we do ask that you contact Omaha Police immediately.
Able 1 was overhead for quite a while. Are they looking for anything in particular?
We just called Able 1 out to check the area, see if they were able to see anything, see if there were other victims or other people in the area. Again, there were multiple calls that came in that were kind of differentiating. We're trying to determine exactly what did occur here.
How important are eyewitness accounts here? Like you mentioned, there's a lot of people here. It's a fairly large complex. I've seen you guys knocking on doors. Talk a little bit about that.
Omaha Crime Stoppers is there to partner with the police department for anonymity. If you feel you can't work with the police department, you need to remain anonymous, absolutely call Crime Stoppers. But police are always looking for people who are willing to stand up to say what they saw, what was going on, and to be able to testify in court. We absolutely are looking for any witnesses, anybody willing to cooperate or work with us on the investigation to get an account of what did happen here.